Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Grady and I'm the counselor and transformational coach at Butterfly Project. So I know it's been a minute since I did a video for you guys, and this one is not going to be very long. It's kind of just a check-in, some announcements, and just to remind you all about something that most people forget this time of year. So where I am in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the end or getting to the end of summer. We are preparing kind of for fall season, which is upon us very quickly. And this is also the time of year where kids start to go back to school. And yeah, so it seems that, the weather is changing and nights are getting cooler. People are anticipating, kids going back to school. So that means, the summer vacation is about to be over, a lot of prep for school, things like that, a lot of running around. And this is the time of year actually that in my industry as a counselor, gets extremely busy. This is what you could call our Christmas, rush season. And it came a little bit earlier than I expected this year. So I'm kind of shocked I'm even doing a video for you all because it has been absolutely kind of insane, crazy busy the last, 2.5, 3 weeks. Pretty much it was like right after the long weekend. I all of a sudden, it was like overnight, got bombarded with a client, requests and even from previous clients I've worked with. It seemed that a lot of people were kind of going into crisis and needing help, to the point that I pretty much have been on the go working during the day, in the evenings, on the weekends, like trying to fit everybody in, and now I'm kind of at the point where I'm about to start a wait list. So that's how crazy it is. But I'm just letting you all know this. I'm actually saying this because this is the time of year as well where we start to get anxious. People might start to feel the effects of SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. And people don't realize it actually starts this early in summer. Most people equate it to fall or winter, but it's not. And the reason is because we have less sunlight already. So our body is already processing that. And because of that, we also are getting less of vitamin D. So I always tell people, and check with your doctor first, but this is a time for us to increase our dose of vitamin D so that we can kind of curb the effects of seasonal affective disorder, especially if you are more prone to it. This is a time of year where after, that August long weekend, people start to anticipate the end of the year. It's like we've gone over the hump, right? And so now we're in that second half of the year. And this half seems to go even quicker than the first half, which was already quick to begin with. So this year I find, people are really anticipating that, and there's a lot of anxiety and people are having a lot of issues. And for a lot of different reasons, it's not just one thing, but this is what happens, during the season. So I just wanted to remind you all to increase your vitamin D dose if your doctor, agrees with that. And also for you to just kind of pay attention to, what you are feeling. If you are feeling really anxious at this time, doing a lot of the techniques that I, share on here, which is the deep breathing, the box breathing method. You can look that up and maybe I'll post a video up here about that. So that's just taking a deep breath in for a count of 4, holding it for a count of 4, letting it out for a count of 4, and doing that 4 times. Takes about 2 minutes, and you can do as many rounds as you need to kind of calm yourself down. What this does is calm your nervous system. The other thing is this is a crucial time to really follow that circadian rhythm. I'll post a video I did up here on that. I did a couple of very extensive videos on it. So this is a time where people, especially with kids, are starting to, pay attention to sleep cycles and, what time we're going to bed, making sure kids are, I know that most of us parents are usually pretty lax over the summer, but now is that time to really kind of, double down down on getting kids to bed earlier. That should have actually happened, even a couple weeks ago, just to get our bodies adjusted. It does take about, 3 to 4 weeks to kind of adjust our bodies to that. And so our bodies are naturally already kind of preparing for this. So your mood could be changing, your energy level could be changing. So that's all happening. And the interesting thing is I'm actually recording this on the new moon. If you follow astrology, it is the new moon in Virgo. And Virgo is all about, structure, details, schedules, that kind of thing. And new moons is all about beginnings. So this is actually a really great time to declutter. And parents are doing that maybe, with buying new clothes for the kids for school, getting rid of old clothes, things that are, ripped or no longer fit, things like that, but do that for yourself as well. And I mean, a lot of people, don't have children or don't have school-age kids anymore. This is a time for you to really kind of go through all your things, and you're probably maybe even feeling kind of that pull, and that's just a natural instinct this time of year for us, just based on, our history, our ancestors, right? This is a time, of harvesting, so this is also a time to, declutter more things, prepare, for the winter months, and, making sure that you're doing this not in your just in your physical world or reality, but also doing this, in your mindsets, doing this with your emotions, right? And doing this with, your physical body, right? Nutrition. This is a time where our bodies start to need a little bit more rest. So I know it's a big hustle and bustle time of year as well. It could be a time where we start to get really anxious. I just want to encourage you all to really slow things down. Try to enjoy the last bits of, the summer months. Oh, sorry. Hopefully that did not stop my video. I'm not going to cut that out because that would take me too long. Anyway, so as I was saying, this is a time of year to kind of slow things down and really enjoy the rest of the summer months, because you guys, if you're in the northern hemisphere like me, we don't get a lot of that. It goes by super quick, and this is just a time to really enjoy, savor it, still spend as much time outdoors as possible. I know we can still do that in the fall, but this is a time of year where we can still have more skin, kind of exposed to the sunlight. That is really important, so we continue to get as much vitamin D as possible. If you aren't really going outdoors a lot, maybe try to get one of those indoor sun lamps, right? Or sunlights. You can find them. They're inexpensive and they work really great. And I mentioned that in my circadian rhythm video. So that's kind of what I just wanted to mention to you all, and to let you all know that this is really a time that people, do seek out help and support. If you would like, to work with me, my information is always in the description box below. I would love to work with you. And yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say to you all today, and just to say hello, I'm still here. And also, as we go into, this fall season, my life is really changing, and so I'm going to have a lot more time available for me to do videos, and to do a lot more, or take on a lot more clients for counseling as well as coaching. And I'm working on some other special things that hopefully I will bring to you all soon, to help, a broader group of people. So I think that's all I wanted to say for this video today. I feel like there was something else, but I can't remember right now. And sometimes I don't really prep for, videos. I kind of just go on the fly. And I had a few minutes, so I just wanted to share that all with you. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you are enjoying the rest of our summer and, taking it all in as much as possible. And again, like I said, starting to prepare for the fall season, decluttering and doing whatever it is that you need to get rid of things that you don't need. This is a time, getting rid of fears as well, like it's your mindsets and things like that, and really kind of, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, whether that is in your physical realm, like your home, your space, your work, actual material things. This could have to do with, people, places, things, relationships. This could have to do with, your health, right? Getting rid of, eating, junk food and things like that. But also this can have to do with our emotions, getting rid of unforgiveness and, resentments, anger, things like that, diving a little deeper, figuring out, those details of what exactly is it that I'm feeling, and also getting rid of, things like fear and different mindsets, belief systems, things that no longer serve us. Okay, so this is a great time to do this as well. All right, my loves. So hopefully this was helpful for you today. And don't forget to do all the things. Like this video, comment down below, share my video and channel with others. I would truly appreciate any of these things. It is the best way to support me, to help my channel to grow. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, be part of this ever-growing butterfly community. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos as I post them. And if you want to work with me, my information is in the description box below. And as always, you guys, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.